Morena. I'm Richard Collin, most people know me as Roo. I'm the Chief Executive for the Brook Waimarama Sanctuary Trust. I have to have an overview of the entire operation. We are operating a 700 hectare large fenced area that's roughly the same size as the city of Nelson. The main responsibilities for me include revenue generation, day-to-day management, looking for new opportunities, carrying out the roles and the functions that help us get more people attracted to the sanctuary and better still come up and see it. The role itself is definitely going to put a stamp on something that I can look back and say I've left something worthwhile behind me. That's what gets me out of bed and to deal with everything that goes on in the sanctuary.
Hi, my name's Nick Robson. I'm the Sanctuary Operations Manager. So my role at the Sanctuary is managing the field staff and the operations teams, which are made up of volunteers, in all the work that is going on in and around the Sanctuary. I've been working at the Sanctuary for 5 years now, so I came in just before the fence was completed, and there's been an awfully big amount of change in that time. The project is really coming to fruition now. So just seeing new species come in and just seeing how much the bush is changing with the removal of all the grazers in the sanctuary is really fantastic.
Hi, I'm Nick Tilley and I'm the office manager in the Sanctuary Town Office. A normal day for me normally starts with doing bank reconciliations, checking what money has come in, what money's gone out, reconciling them in our accounting system, paying bills, working on our social media channels, on the website. My favourite species up there at the sanctuary is probably a toss-up between a bellbird and the tuis. Love their song.
Hi, I'm Steffi and I'm the Biosecurity Ranger at the Sanctuary. My responsibilities are basically around fence breaches, but also having an eye on how many traps we still have in stock, making sure we have enough devices, and also looking after devices which are already out in the field. I think my favorite bird in the sanctuary is the rifleman, just because it's such a small bird and you don't really often get to see it. It's just amazing to see the sanctuary thrive and to finally see all the hard work pay off.
Hi, my name's Deb McConaughey and I'm the Business Development Associate for the Sanctuary. I work a day a week in the town office and do a lot of work from home and outside as well. My role is connecting the sanctuary with the business community, so seeking funding predominantly to ensure the longevity and the ongoing work at the sanctuary. The best part of being in the sanctuary for me, apart from the wildlife and the flora and fauna, is watching the children enjoy the natural beauty, the surroundings, and getting excitement out of exploring everything that the sanctuary has to offer.
My name is Robert Schadewinkel. I'm the ecologist for the Brook Waimarama Sanctuary. My role is anything to do with animals and plants in the sanctuary. So that means keeping the baddies out to reintroductions. So it's a whole range from the good, the bad and the ugly all the way through. I have a bit of a soft touch for the orange-fronted parakeets, for the Kakariki Karaka. So that's maybe my favorite job, working with them. And it was always, to be honest, the biggest kind of dream to reintroduce them to the sanctuary, because I think the sanctuary is just ideal for this species. And I always said, oh, once we got orange-fronted parakeets, I've done my job and I can look for a new job. But I was always joking, and I'm still joking about it, so it's, yeah.
Kia ora, I'm Shani and I'm the Education Support Person for the Brook Waimarama Sanctuary. In my role, I am responsible for developing the education offerings that we can provide schools and groups coming up to visit the sanctuary, as well as supporting educator Rick Field I feel extremely privileged to be in this role, to even play a small part in a child's connection with nature is so amazing. I feel really lucky.
Hi, I'm Kirsten Rodsgaard. I'm the Brook Waimarama Sanctuary's Visitor Centre and Volunteer Coordinator. I'm responsible for making sure the Visitor Centre runs smoothly so that our visitors have a wonderful experience when they're greeted by our volunteer hosts or me. Most people involved are volunteers, and without their extremely amazing dedication, Nelson wouldn't have a sanctuary of this caliber. So I just am in awe of all the work that they do. The main reason I love working for the Brook Waimarama Sanctuary is the people, the people, the people, and of course the message, the conservation.
Kia ora, my name's Olivia and I'm the Events, Promotions and Media Coordinator here at the Brook Waimarama Sanctuary. My role involves better connecting the Brook Waimarama Sanctuary with the public and vice versa. Largely, I look to do this through events and other promotional activities, as well as fundraisers and through media releases to local and national media outlets. My favourite part of the role is seeing things come together and seeing nature really thrive. Obviously, a pandemic in the midst of it all has meant there's no 2 days that look quite the same for me at the moment. But I am really looking forward to planning ahead for the future, and I think there's some really exciting things on the horizon for the sanctuary.
Hi, I'm Murray. I do ranger work here at the sanctuary, a lot of field work. Main part of my job is looking after the fence, and the rest of it is taken up with looking after what's inside the fence, mainly with the plants, weeding and getting rid of the pines and the vines. There's this kind of assumption that you build a fence and then it's done and you can focus on other things. That's just not true. I do 2 full inspections a week. Of course, we've got a volunteer team that inspect as well. They do it on foot, so they're actually moving a lot slower and looking for in much more detail than I am too. A major part of my role now is overseeing the weeding team. We all have to cooperate to keep this thing going, and so that for me is what I like the best. I think it's just being part of a small, close-knit, effective team. It's a real pleasure to watch that change over the time. You know, I mean, stuff that we cleared a year ago now looks so much better than it did. There's obvious signs of regeneration there that just wasn't there before.